My head. I can't remember it.
Look at some show.
Oh. Was it important?
There's some actor or somebody that a movie or something or a show. I'm trying to.
No closer.
All right, gentlemen, I just got this handed to me. A hit-and-run felony at Ray's Cafe, 208 North Los Angeles. Got a patrolman on site. The coroner's on his way. Get down there, see if you can find any witnesses who can put a make on the car.
Hey, I gave his wife a tap. I said all's fair in love and war.
Dude, stop sending me fucking invitations. Yeah, it keeps it up. I'm gonna do one thing I can do now. With the friggin' upgrade I got. I can turn off my notifications. Well, you can't friggin' send me anything. Getting to be a pain in the ass.
Looks like the DA is going to press charges. Anna Rodriguez might do time.
I'll speak to the DA. She's suffering.
I don't know, Cole. She's an easy make, and the DA likes convictions.
I'll convince him to let it go.
How do you do that?
I'll give him something better.
Well, I can do something even better.
Detectives, over here.
Cole Phelps, traffic.
Good.
What have we got?
Got.
Thick as a white male named Lester Patterson. Walked out of the bar and into the street. Car hit over there, and he ended up here. Dead on impact by the look of it.
Have you canvassed the area?
The only one with anything useful to contribute is the young lady over there. She lives above the bar. Name is Shannon Perry. No, it's not a stage name. 24 years old, she left Kansas to follow the yellow brick road.
Is that so?
We'll take a formal statement later. Right now, we're going to take a look around.
Phelps, you should take a look at the body.
I ended on his face and ended up here. The car must have struck him from behind. We can notify next of kin. Patterson has life insurance. What have you got on the victim?
From all reports, he was intoxicated at the time of the accident. I'll know how intoxicated once I've done the autopsy. Looking him over now, I'd say he died on impact.
What about the chest wound? Isn't that inconsistent?
Very common in auto injuries. Look for a car with a prominent hood ornament. Those things are killers.
He couldn't remember what it was now? He had to look up? Yeah, figured that. I hate that.
Body traveled a good 20 feet. This blood is a long way from the body. Car must have been going like a bat out of hell. So the driver managed to brake before the impact. A knife covered in blood.
Could be a steak knife. This is a hit-and-run case, Phelps. Anyone could have thrown away a kitchen knife.
In any case, we'll want tech services to scrub the alleyway before they bag the knife.
She's all yours, Detective.
Miss Perry?
Yes?
I'm Detective Phelps.
Phelps.
This is my partner, Detective Bukowski. Can you tell us what happened?
Well, I came to the window because I heard people arguing downstairs.
Then what happened?
I saw a car hit that poor man
and knocked him down the street.
What kind of car was it?
A dark red Lincoln
Continental.
Did you see the license plate?
Only the first three letters,
I'm afraid.
3C8.
Tell me more about the argument you heard.
Well, there were two voices. A man and a woman. That's all.
Why are you holding out on us, Miss Perry?
I'm sorry. I was hoping to tell my story to the newspapers. I'd like to get my picture in the paper. Trying to find work as an actress, and things are pretty difficult.
Cough it up, sister. We don't have all night.
People arguing? They were husband and wife. I could tell by what she was yelling. Infinite
things.
Very embarrassing for the man.
Thank you, Miss Perry. Your information has been very helpful. You can go now.
You really think so?
You think so?
I hope you find that driver and put him
away.
You certainly got away with the dames, Phelps.
Give it a rest, Bukowski.
Let's see what the patrons have to say.
I'll take the bartender. You work the rest of the room.
Courtney, come in. Have a seat.
Thanks, Doctor.
How are you finding working at the clinic?
It's, fine.
Are you sure?
Can I be honest with you, Doctor?
I would hope so, Courtney.
I was hoping that the therapy would be more beneficial.
Treatment can, unfortunately, be very long-term.
So many of the patients here are addicts, Doctor.
Many of them have been for years, Courtney. In the past, these people were...
Go to my favorite thing tomorrow.
Sanatoriums. We can reveal the root of the problem. Then we have a chance to help them.
And until then, they stay sedated?
Do I detect a hint of reproach, Courtney?
I was expecting more, Doctor.
I'm not talking about dinner. I'm talking about breakfast in the morning.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to criticize.
I'm going to my the thing that we the breakfast we have.
Patient.
I will be.
How is it possible to keep so many of them on their medications, Doctor?
My father thought that it was
many things in life are great.
what do you call it? The
what may on the surface appear to be
last week, but it was this week.
Actually a
what?
benefit to society at large.
Have fun what? No! I don't want that again. Put it down. Buddy, when I go in the morning, the friggin' snow will be over, so. Stops at 7 o'clock in the morning. It'll be friggin' sunny at the. It'll be sunny, and it'll be sunny already. Oh, no, it's not! It's gonna be 48!
I'm Detective Phelps of the LAPD.
How can I help, Detective?
Your name would be a good start.
Dudley Lynch. Hired help.
Not enough for me, so. We don't walk anyway, we go by car.
He stepped out.
So.
Somebody had to take Lorna, Mrs. Patterson, home.
My mother can't walk, so.
What can you tell me about the accident?
Not a lot. It was busy in here, and all I heard was the impact.
So what was he doing outside? It's against licensing regulations to drink on the sidewalk.
Lester and Lorna were having a fight. The owner made him take it outside. It was pretty ugly.
Do you know the victim?
Yeah. Lester Patterson. He's a regular here, or he was.
Not one of your favorite customers?
Lester was special, but not my kind of special.
Was Lester drinking alone?
No.
No. He came here with his wife.
Wife.
She didn't seem too interested in the booze, though.
A witness overheard an argument.
Lester and Lorna. There's nothing like airing your dirty laundry in public, is there?
Why was Lorna Patterson in such a hurry to leave? What is going on here?
Lorna was pretty upset, so Leroy took her home. Lorna and Leroy are close. They've been talking about opening a new bar.
Leroy
Sabo, the owner.
The owner.
How long have Lorna and Leroy been talking about this new bar?
Who knows? I just served the drinks.
Bartenders hear all sorts of things. Are you going to tell me, or do we have to start playing rough?
When Lester was drinking, he treated Lorna like dirt. He gambled away all their money. Lorna pitched Leroy about the bar. I don't know how interested he is.
Is Leroy doing well?
Hell no.
No.
The only thing keeping this place afloat are the poker games.
Thanks for your help, Lynch. I'm going to need you to sign a statement with the patrolman.
Sure, no problem.
You get anything out of the regulars?
They weren't giving too much away. They liked watching Lester and Lorna go a few rounds every other day. And Lester was a fan of the love tap.
Operator, message for KGPL.
Yo. Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need to run a partial license plate, 3 Charles 8. Cross-check possible Lincoln owners. Suspect vehicle is a red Lincoln Continental.
Just a moment, Detective. Only one possible make on that license. Registered to a William Shelton, 738 West Temple Street.
Thanks for your help.
Looks like we caught a break on this one. Lucky break getting a partial ID. These cases are usually dead in the water after 24 hours if no one comes forward. You heard about fight or flight during the war?
Sure. Never back your enemy into a corner. That kind of stuff?
Right. Well, in a hit and run, the perp is already in flight. It's easier to keep going. Takes a degree of moral courage to stop and accept responsibility.
You're not as dumb as you make yourself out to be, are you, Stefan?
I didn't know I was making myself out to be dumb.
All units, officers have Major 415, 16 West 3rd Street, 1624 West 3rd Street. Any unit to handle code 3, identify.
That's the son of a bitch right there. William Shelton?
Yes?
It doesn't look good, Shelton. You packing your bags and making a run for it? You know why we're here.
Yes. The accident.
We've got witnesses who can put this car at the scene, not to mention the physical damage. This is open and shut, Shelton.
That coward thinks he can run from everything.
Enough games, Phelps. Take this guy out. Lay into his wheel arches. Come on.
No wonder he killed someone, driving like this. Don't let that asshole get away.
I'm not. 7:30.
All right, I give up.
That's it.
Show me your
You
hands.
always do.
How does a
We got up
vehicular
last week
manslaughter
for it.
rap sound, Shelton?
My father found out was no.
I admit it. I just panicked, but
wasn't
it wasn't my
wasn't
fault.
What do you mean?
wasn't this week.
The guy jumped right out in front of me.
I mean, wasn't
He
last
came out
week.
of nowhere.
Was
nothing
mid.
I could do about it.
Why didn't
Probably
you
looked
stop?
at it real quick, like you
I've
said.
had accidents before.
But then the other day,
DA is going to
yesterday
love you.
actually.
They weren't all my fault. I'm a surveyor. I need my license for my job. There were people around. A woman and a man were standing right next to him. I thought they could get him to a hospital. I'm telling you, it's not my fault.
The guy is dead.
Sheldon.
You can't be serious.
William Shelton.
Sheldon.
You're coming downtown. We need to talk about a manslaughter charge.
Leave the coroner and the paperwork. Procedure can wait. We should probably go speak to the wife and let her know what's happening.
Okay. You become all heart at the prospect of paperwork, don't you?
Seriously? Oh, I can't. Buddy, I gave up on that a long time ago, so.
All units, officer needs help. 333 South Main Street. 333 South Main Street.
And there was a reason for that. A little girl died, so. They either get rid of it or they figured out how to close the damn when it got sued. So. They had no choice in the matter, so otherwise they would have got closed down. No, it was the park's fault because they weren't. There was nobody there, so.
Patterson.
But now that matters anyway. So the girl, the mother.
I see. Come in, won't you?
Actually, tell you the truth, it wasn't really the Park's fault. It was the parents' fault. Because where the hell was the mother when the freaking girl was sitting, freaking going on the bridge by herself?
He got hit by a car and now he's dead.
But
you don't appear
parents
to be too
didn't see it that way. See, so they ruined it for everybody else.
Furlough in '44. We got married that weekend. People don't understand it now. But
parents are idiots.
I see. So you probably
First of all,
did well.
the mother should have been watching her fucking kid.
What's that?
And she wasn't, so whose fault is it but her own?
I think it's about time.
Not the Park's fault.
I have someone here.
We at the Park had a supper.
You're gonna have to run that one by us again, sister. It's okay, Lorna. I'm Leroy.
The freaking mother got the cops involved and the Park Commission and all that. And she told all that and stuff, and the cops said to the Park Commission, "You either shut down the ride or we shut you down."
Lester lost at cars.
So they had no choice.
He was kind of.
That's not where the freaking stupid Batman ride is. With the we're supposed to be the Joker in the freaking ride, and never was. Waste of time, that freaking ride.
Mrs. Patterson, Mr. Sabo.
Our whole freaking park is a shithead. I don't even go there anymore.
Believe that?
No use for the fucking park anymore.
I was filing for divorce. Mental cruelty. Lester could be a mean son of a bitch.
And Lester knew about that?
No, I hadn't told him.
Well, hasn't this worked out well for the two of you? I feel almost bad for busting in on this little rendezvous.
How did the car come to hit Lester?
He walked straight into the path of an oncoming car.
You expect me to believe that, Lorna? It's all very convenient.
Gambling for Lester was like the needle for a hophead. He was yelling at me. He was yelling at the whole world. I kind of felt sorry for the driver. Poor guy had no chance.
You were arguing in the bar and on the sidewalk?
We were always arguing. So what?
Admit it. You were baiting him, pushing his buttons. We can easily get the full story from the regulars in the bar.
All right. Lester was playing cards out back. He lost, of course, and wanted back in. He suggested I earn the money on my back to get a mistake. That was the proposition he was putting to his so-called buddies. So maybe I was a little angrier than usual. Let's just say I took exception to his idea.
The bartender said that you and Leroy were planning to go into business together. Can you explain how you'll get the money to do that?
I have a little money saved away.
You're being economical with the truth, Lorna.
You want to back that up, little man?
Yeah, I do.
You increased the premium on Lester's life insurance. GI insurance policies have a $10,000 payout.
It was Leroy's idea. Lester lived on the edge. He was always getting into fights, crack games, pinochle, you name it. Turns out it was good advice.
It speaks to motive and premeditation, Lorna.
You're forgetting the hit-and-run detective.
You and Mr. Sabo have an interesting day.
I'm sure we will, officer. Now, if you could both just leave.
We're leaving, ma'am. Sorry for your loss. I can see what a tough time you're having with all this.
Phelps, 1247.
How can I help?
Can I help, detective?
Are there any messages for me?
For me.
Just one detective from the coroner. Message reads, Phelps, see me at Central Morgue immediately. Results of the Patterson autopsy.
Thank you.